So we're doing yours. So the son, the prodigal son, the top 3 coaches of the year candidates in the AFC. And we're starting with 2 honorable mention picks.
There we go.
Talk to me.
Honorable mention. Okay, so we'll go Andy Reid first. 11-1 on the year. Had to bring him up. This is the worst Chiefs team we've seen,
And they're 11-1
in recent history, and he's still winning games. He's still first seed right now. Could lose it.
Yeah.
Could lose it. The Bills could take it. The Steelers could take it.
Bills are a game back. Steelers, are they a game back?
They're 2 games back. But I could not put them on there. And there was 5 coaches.
I agree.
There was honestly 5 coaches in the AFC that I could realistically see winning this, or really 5 that I could only see winning it. And he was one of them. He just didn't make the top 3. Sean McDermott. The Bills have been just gliding through with a kind of like normal roster. They don't really, they have Josh Allen, of course, but
they were supposed to have not had any receivers this year.
No.
And yet all they do is move the ball.
They're making do.
They have a nice running game.
They do. With a name that nobody expected to be all that phenomenal,
Yeah.
So the two teams that everyone expects to see at the top every year are at the top, and their coaches got to be mentioned for this.
Yeah,
they're both doing great. But these other 3 coaches next, in my opinion, deserve it more than the 2 of them do.
Okay, there you go. So number 3 for you.
Here we go.
For Tyler's Coach of the Year candidates in the AFC.
Here we go. Number 3, Mike Tomlin, head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, he's in your top 3. You couldn't hate on Tomlin, man. He's doing too great a job, right?
I can always hate on Mike Tomlin, but I'm not going to here. Coming into the season, he went and got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, a decision that, for me, I was like, I don't know what you're doing here. You went and got a quarterback that I believe in Justin Fields. You went and got a quarterback that, at the time I thought was washed, but not like Deshaun Watson washed. A quarterback I thought was washed, but still serviceable, still could play and win some games.
Yep.
And it was kind of confusing to a lot of people, a surprising move to a lot of people. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson gets hurt before the season starts, so you start Justin Fields. He wins like 5 out of the 6 games he started. And then Russell Wilson's healthy again, and you just throw Russell Wilson back in there. When he made that decision, me and you were on here talking about, what are you doing? You trying to throw your season away? Like, what has gotten into you, Mike? Like, you just don't care about anything at all. Well, turns out Mike's just a genius coach, and it was one of the best decisions he's made in a long time. And not to say he's made bad decisions recently, but it was a great decision. Russell Wilson's playing some of the best football of his career. They're head of the AFC North right now at 9-3.
Yeah, he just threw for over 400 yards.
He just threw for over 400 yards?
If it wasn't this week, it was last week.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. He's
playing great.
Yeah,
he's not. Even Russell Wilson himself has proven everybody, like, yeah, I sucked in Denver. Don't suck anymore though, and it's unfortunate to see. As a Browns fan, I had the opposite of expectations for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year than where they are, and opposite for my team, and it's unfortunate. But I got to give Mike Tomlin his props.
Yeah.
everybody was confused as to what was going on in his head this year when all this man wanted to do was win, and that's what he's doing. So,
yeah. And yet, you guys have beaten what? Baltimore and who you guys beat? Y'all have beaten two really good teams. So it's not like
Jacksonville, we beat Baltimore, and we beat Pittsburgh.
And so you've beaten Pittsburgh already.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like
and we're still going to sweep
beat them again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you did pick the sweep.
I did pick the sweep, and it's coming literally next week. Sunday is coming.
All right. I look forward to seeing y'all try. I look forward to seeing Jameis. Really,
James.
Oh, see there, James. All right. So your number 2 pick in the AFC for Coach of the Year is
Sean Payton. There we go. We were just talking about him. So Sean Payton lost Russell Wilson. Not like it was the biggest hit in the world because they were trash with Russell Wilson anyways. They go on, draft Bo Nix.
Russell Wilson wasn't his person.
I'm sorry?
So Russell Wilson wasn't his person.
Yeah, Russell Wilson wasn't, and Bo Nix was. Also a bit of a slow start, but they've came into it nicely. They're hunting for the playoffs right now. This is no one, again, just like with the Mike Tomlin one, except, people still expect them to go over 500 because he's never not did that. Everyone expected the Denver Broncos to be at the bottom of the AFC West this year, and they are in third, but they're right behind. They pretty much share a record with the Chargers, who are right ahead of them. They have a real shot at the playoffs. They've exceeded expectation, without a doubt, with also a team I'm going to say similar to Buffalo in that it's not like nothing special, It's just a pretty normal team when you look at it from the surface, But Bo Nix was a great choice, and I like Bo Nix. I didn't think he was going to be the worst one in the world. I didn't think he was going to be so good so quickly. I didn't think he would be doing this well right now.
Right.
But Sean Payton knew, and now he's getting the fruits of his labor,
Yeah, man. And not to be overlooked, their defense is doing one hell of a job this year.
Yeah.
And a rookie quarterback's best friend is a good defense.
Yeah.
They really have one, and it's helped them out. And he's a good choice for Coach of the Year.
Again, and I put him over Mike because coming into it already, Mike has never had a below 500 season. Right? He's never had one of those, right? I'm pretty sure. Is he just on a streak?
No, he's never had. He's had. He was 500, maybe. But he's never been below.
Never been below, right? Okay, so never been below. So he's always had a winning record at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He went and he has 2 good quarterbacks in his locker room,
Yep.
And he's already established as a great coach. And, he put himself in a kind of odd situation, but Sean Payton was at the bottom, practically. He was at the bottom with Russell. Russell left. You're still at the bottom.
Expectations were a lot lower with Sean Payton, absolutely, and that's the tiebreaker. You have 2 really good coaches, 2 teams that really rose above expectations. You say, well, who rose above expectations more?
Yeah,
and Sean Payton probably.
It was Sean, so that's why he's in second for me.
Okay, so if a guy with a rookie quarterback that's playing pretty decent ball is in second place, who is first place?
Jim Harbaugh,
Yes, sir.
Los Angeles Chargers. As I said for Sean to Mike, Jim to Sean, the Chargers have been terrible. Like, terrible. Like, so bad, terrible recently, in recent history. And Jim Harbaugh turned that all around in one season. All of it.
Yeah.
Flipped the entire script.
Well, he did have a good quarterback.
He does have a good quarterback.
You know,
That's
he ain't
fair.
got a rookie.
But Justin Herbert's been hurt. He's been hurting.
Yeah.
He's been hurt a lot. And Jay Herbo's good. Yeah. I love me some Jay Herbo. But all these quarterbacks that these coaches have are good. Did everyone expect Bo Nix to be as great as Bo Nix ended up being? No. At least not as quick. But I don't know. I feel like the Chargers were in a worse spot than Denver was.
Yeah.
And hurting a lot more. And in more need for a coach to come and turn it all around, because Brandon Staley did not do that for them.
Yeah.
And I wish Jim was there when Brandon was there and they had the roster they had then, because that was one of the best rosters on paper I've ever seen.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
It was so good. Just to make it looked like a jumbled up mess once they hit the field.
I don't see how you could mess that roster up.
By doing those weird ass stretches he was doing on the sideline. You see that? If I'm a player and I'm standing there and my coach is down on his hands and knees, like doing these weird back stretches before the game, what are you doing, dude? I don't want to play for you.
Hey, man.
I don't want to get here and play hard football for this guy.
If the coach is your motivation, you got a lot of other issues.
That's the guy leading this team, you know? That's the guy I look to. That's the guy I look to. I come off the sideline, hey, coach. Now, hold on. I got to get my stretches in. Come on, man. Come on, man. What is that? What is that?
You think he waved them off so he got to get his stretches in?
Probably. He probably does. Make some space, guys. Make some space.
No, that's funny. Now that would make me not want to play for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Good deal, man. I like Jim Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably put the guy with the rookie quarterback ahead of him, but I like him. Yeah, but I like your top.
I just think for as good as this team has needed to be for so long, has seemed to be for so long, but they were bad. For them to finally find the guy that takes them to that level. And
the thing that Jim Harbaugh has going for him that maybe Sean Payton does not, is that he's coming, and he was an NFL coach before, but he's coming from college, and this is his first year with that team, trying to do all the things that it takes to build the culture, to gain trust, do all of that. Sean Payton had a year head start on him. And so, that would give Jim Harbaugh the nod, in my opinion, as well. Good list, man.